This reaction is going to be mental. I still haven't seen beyond that shocking ending of who's saying help on the radio. And it sounds like Glenn's what I'm sure it is, right? Now, whether we're going to get that today, I don't know. I've prepared myself hoping that we will. And I'm praying we get some kind of happy ending. Anyway, let's get straight into it.
Thank you.
Oh, the quality looks bad. I knew it! Oh, I'm so it's so horrible for him, but... Now, for the love of goodness, do not have Glenn get bitten. Oh my god, he crawls under it. I can't get excited though until I know, but... Come on, Glenn! Look at Nicholas. I said so, man. Yeah, struggle's not over yet. That's why he never sent a signal, for goodness sakes.
Hey, heads up! Shit. I said heads up!
Enid?
The frustration built up is mental. It's like my brain's telling me, just, dude, it's okay to cry, start crying. But then, like, I'm just too happy. Sorry, I need to talk and stop and talk. Where's my cap? It's weird because I kind of, the reason I'm not ecstatic, like, I mean, of course I'm ecstatic, but I just knew as soon as you couldn't see Nicholas falling, as soon as he was like falling on top of Glenn, I was like, that's not going to be Glenn there tearing open. Now, the reason I'm not jumping to the conclusion of ultimate happiness is because he's not home yet. And if anything, I know what this show can do is it can lead you to think one thing and then slam something else in your face, you know? Like, I'm not, as much as I didn't accept he was dead before, I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that he makes it home before he does. I'm just going to put it that way, put it out there. This all feels incredibly tense for me. The point is now he's alive. So the initial theory is correct, right? We hear him on the radio, which means we are heading in a good direction. It's just, can he get the help he needs? He is by himself with very little supply. I think he's severely dehydrated. It's a huge ask now to get him back home safely. Now, there's been a lot of pressure with this particular arc, and that is because of something that happened, which is another reason why I'm still being a bit skeptical. The little spoiler that I had recently was about Glenn. I sort of said maybe they're just taking the mickey, maybe they're having a laugh. It looks like they probably were, but I still don't like that because it's completely changed how I feel about this. I don't know, like I didn't know what I was thinking. It's completely changed how I've reacted to this because one, there's been a big gap because obviously I stopped recording for a few days and I wasn't feeling it, and last episode I wasn't feeling it, and you know what I mean. And I think most of the excitement of Glenn still being alive would let out last episode right at the end. This is absolutely huge, but I just wanted to let you guys know that's what that was. Someone literally said, oh ha ha ha, Glenn dies, something like that, something just spiteful and troll like and not very nice. And anyway, we're not going to talk too much about that. And no, that spoiler didn't come before the Nicholas episode when Nicholas killed himself. It came after that. I released the episode when he goes, and then I had all these theories about him and how he may survive, and then basically this person was telling me I was wrong, basically. Anyway, built up frustration. Enid's there to she threw water at Glenn. I'm still a bit confused about Enid because she left properly. I thought she had some kind of connection with the wolves. It was such a bizarre thing. Like, she seemed to be so nonchalant, and she kind of, when they were attacking, she didn't seem to really care, or she wasn't really worried, and I didn't really understand it.
Enid, what are you doing out here?
Oh, he's following Enid now. So much frustration the last few episodes with that crap, man, and I knew I just had to keep my faith. I freaking knew it. And he's gonna stick around for Enid now, you watch.
Enid!
Be careful of this place.
What happened is what always happens.
The herd broke through the walls?
What hurt?
The walkers. The air horn. What was
So
that?
she didn't even know about the
It was
yeah.
people.
Maggie. She okay?
Enid wouldn't know, would she?
Answer me!
Please, Glenn, just get home.
Hey! Enid!
Jesus Christ.
Enid!
I just want him to get home. I can't stop smiling. Imagine how like little hope everyone must have, eh? And then you're just gonna see Glenn walking down the... Because he says he calls help, so at some point he has to call for help. So something must happen with him and Enid.
This is the direction he'd come in. If he sends up a signal, it'll be from out there.
We've come back from harder things. Glenn, Daryl, Abraham, and Sasha, they will too.
Well, like I said, I can't jump to it. I want to be ecstatic.
Maybe we don't wait for them.
Maybe that's why I can't be fully like emotional release, because yes, he's alive now, but goodness knows what happens between now and the call. I don't know. So I can't let myself get too happy because of the potential letdown.
You should start figuring out how to draw the walkers away. They can walk right in.
Oh, true, because how does he... Oh, yeah. Oh. Doesn't that feel like a while ago? That was literally only like 4 episodes ago. Oh, does he get... Surely Glenn gets that back for him. Jesus, the pressure is mental right now. Wow. I feel a little bit bad for Gabriel.
Handguns will be a little
Like,
better.
I know he messed up. I know he messed up, but...
Slide release. Thumb safety.
I don't know how I feel about this guy learning how to use a gun. I know he
See it?
needs to,
Yeah.
but...
You're gonna be scared. You will be. You gotta be strong enough to wait for your moment.
Don't touch the trigger until you're ready to shoot.
I've got this really weird theory about that kid, man. And I don't know what it is, and I don't know if I'm just judging him way too soon like I always do. I can't help but feel that he was asking for a gun. You know, because he was so angry about what happened with Rick and what happened with his father and what he did, and he was truly raging at his mum. Like, I don't think he's dropped that. I don't think it just drops just like that, you know. And now Rick's teaching him how to use a gun. And I feel like Carl's almost watching him like almost, because I feel like he wants this for the wrong reasons. I don't think he wants this to protect. I think he wants this for some other reason, you know. And I believe Carl, I don't know why, but I've got this feeling that Carl's almost, not sussed it out, but like he's almost got his eye on him. Like, I want them learning, and I want us to hand over that skill, but at the same time, like I said, I want it to be for the right reasons. And you know, like metaphorically, like when he was just talking about keeping yourself ready and your finger like off the trigger, I kind of have this feeling like we need to be keeping ourselves prepared with our fingers off the trigger, you know. Like, it's just like, I don't know, freaks me out.
Want me to take a look at your arm?
No, I'm not here for... I'm fine.
Morgan, can we talk now?
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
5 of those people with the W's in their foreheads, they stopped me. They tried to kill me, shot up the RV. That Carol says she saw you. But you wouldn't kill those people.
Was it...
Did you let any of them go?
Oh!
I didn't want to kill 5 people I didn't have to kill.
They burned people alive.
Yeah.
Think about the consequence of their action, how much worse it could have been as well. Like, I understand his point, like he doesn't want to kill, but...
Why didn't you kill me, right? Back in King County.
Because I knew who you were.
Back there, I would have killed you as soon as look at you. And I tried.
Don't you think it's kind of a bit different though? Like, I don't really see those as parallels, because Rick choosing to save Morgan, yes, Morgan attacked him, but we knew who Morgan was, and we had gotten an understanding of what he'd been through, right? It's very different to being attacked by a bunch of people we've never met before. Yes, maybe they've got their stories of their own, but at least with Morgan we know for a fact there was someone there that wouldn't want to do this. I don't know, I think I just see it very, very differently.
I don't know what's right anymore.
I can understand that.
But I also know that people can change. Because everyone sitting here has. All life
very true.
is precious.
It's almost like two polar opposites, right? You got no life is more important than ours and our group, and all life is precious. But it's almost the same for me as the ability to go between Farmer Rick and go back and forth between those kind of states. It's very, very same. It needs to be something you can switch between. You can't just sit on each polar end and be like, all life is precious, because that will get you killed. And you can't just sit there on the other side of the extreme as well and be like, our life, all that matters is our life is precious, because that'll also get you killed. Think about how many people we wouldn't have around if we had that logic from the start. There's a scale, a pendulum that swings, and you need to be able to swing with it. You can't just pick and choose which side, and that's why I don't completely agree with what Morgan's saying.
I just don't think it can be that easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, see?
I wasn't saying
I know.
it's not as simple as 4 words.
Exactly.
I don't think they ever were.
Holy shit, why is that building completely cracking?
Coordinate the shooting of guns and flares so we could pull them out in even directions.
You could get all our people on it.
What about everybody else?
Well, let's just keep this to our own for now.
Oh, I don't like that though,
If we
the
had
to
the
our
time to
own
bring
stuff.
people along, sure.
We're in here together.
Exactly. Come on, Rick.
Plans for the expansion.
Got a few other things. on
Yeah,
the plate
things to
right
worry
now.
about first.
I know.
I still get really nervous that her handing that over is like her being like, these are my plans, you know, like if I'm gone I want you to like fulfill them. But the last episode she wants to live those, so I sort of went away from that theory. But
hey, I'm a weapons novice holding a significant blade here, and there are people in my proximity with open-toed shoes.
That's right.
I've seen you in a little bit.
What are you so scared of?
Is it fair?
Dying.
Dying is simple. What you should be scared of is living.
Come on, Eugene, you've got things to fight
Are the
for.
noises scaring you? Or can I get back to my lesson?
Oh, he just walks off. Oh, it's Glenn, thank freaking goodness. Shut the door.
What the hell are you doing?
Finally.
Taking you home.
Oh,
Right?
every time he comes on screen, man, it's just a whee. Oh. Oh.
No.
Frick. You wouldn't shoot him, come on.
Back up.
Jesus, Christopher.
Let's go. Out the back, down the alley.
Come on, Enid. Please. Why is it all splitting?
I think we could build up a brace on this thing.
Build up a what? That's kind of cool because she's already been venturing out, so she's not like the others, and she
Think your wife wouldn't have wanted me to kill it?
doesn't have like no, what's the word? I don't want to call it street wisdom, but do you see where I'm coming from? Like, she's not completely and utterly void of understanding of the outside. Balloons. The frick?
You know, you scared the hell out of people when we first saw you. I know. Beard, the way you looked around like you were seeing things we weren't. Turns out you were.
See what I mean? Like, he was just... They weren't ready for it yet. Too...
Moved slow here.
When he
and then
turned up
things
with
just
fast
started
forward.
moving fast.
Exactly.
Too fast.
That's what I was trying to say. Too much of a slam in the face at once. He ain't gonna give up on you. I don't believe it for a second. I think I said it in the last reaction about that other little group of people that we found. It almost feels to me like I want to just bring them in and bubble wrap them, you know, and wrap them in some kind of apocalypse protective PPE tool that they can develop to a point where I can just let them free. That sounds really weird, but that's basically what I was thinking.
You think your parents wanted you waving around the gun because you're afraid?
We don't have to talk.
It's gonna be hard to sort of crack the shell, but But she's, you know, like, just like Carl, if not even worse than Carl. You know, Carl, I remember sort of saying that it's very rare, well, not rare, but as far as in our group at least, for someone of his age to have been stuck out like that, not like in Alexandria, but stuck out and survive and have to watch your mother die and kill your own mother, like that kind of thing, right? He's at least got one parent that's still alive. Enid's had no one. So when she got adopted by Alexandria, like, she must have just felt so like, yeah, like, what's the point? And her logic is she doesn't want to lose people again. So the minute she gets close to some people... Oh, for goodness sakes. Who's taking food now? For God's sake, look... You little shit. Whoa. I don't know, I'm just freaked out about what he's going to want to do to Rick. I mean, maybe he just wants the bullets to, Yeah, look at that. Holy guacamole.
Stop.
I say stop. What's the point? The world is trying to die. We're supposed to just let it.
No.
You're supposed to fight that shit, man.
Wrong.
Come on, Glenn.
We're not supposed to let the world die. And I sure as hell am not gonna let you die. The walls are still up. The houses are still up.
There's always
We'll find out the rest. What the hell?
What the actual frick? Why?
Spencer! Get
Why?
back here!
Have Maggie and Rosie to fire the guns up from their posts.
Why?
Just do it!
Oh no, don't.
Just do it!
Move now. Look how many there are, for goodness sakes.
Come on!
Get back up, please.
Tara! You almost died once for these people!
Oh, don't say it like that.
What's the damn shit?
What was that?
I was trying to help.
Rick,
I wanted
come
to get to a car and
please.
draw them away.
You got an idea? You come to me.
But you listen to me.
Just calm it down. I really don't like that Rick's so like, you almost died for one of them. Like, it's... Oh, I don't like it. And I know he's very protective of his family, and that's really what drives Rick, right? But I don't know if it's just me, but what if they decide they don't want to help us? Obviously, everyone else is sort of adopting each other as sort of family, right? So it's a bit different, but Jesus Christ. And if he was genuinely trying to help, fair enough. Yes, my first reaction is, what the hell are you doing? And I'm on Rick's side in a way. I'm like, go to Rick and discuss these plans. Do not just do these on a whim. You don't know if they're going to succeed. You might die, you might get someone else killed, right? Rick's completely and utterly right. But everything beyond that, the extra words, the extra step to being like, you come to us. You know, like, it's almost like, I don't want to think that we run this place. I want to feel like we all work together here, not, you know? I don't know how I feel about that.
Cheat sheets. Probably doesn't give you a lot of faith.
I have faith.
So are you going to tell me why you're here this time?
Yeah, why?
How well is the community stocked with antibiotics?
Oh, for the love of...
We're good.
I need to dress a wound, but I don't know if it's infected. I don't want to waste medicine if I don't have to.
Whoppers, fever, warmth, pus, pain, redness.
Oh, can I, Oh, that's that's sweet from Morgan. Someone very lovely in the comments actually was explaining to me about this new character. I forgot. I'm horrible with names of new people. How she went through like medical school. I think it's very, very different over here. I still feel like that it's somewhat the same, but I don't know a lot about it. She technically went and trained in a part to be a surgeon, but then like sort of changed her mind and then went and did psychiatry. She still went through the processes of it. She may not have trained for a long time, or she may not have a lot of experience in that field, but she did train in some way, shape or form. So her knowledge isn't nil. I think I was going on about how, imagine being in her position, like she's got a completely swapped bloody profession, like, but no, it's not quite like that. But anyway, this is so cute, you know, but it also annoys me. Actively trying to help this guy that tried to kill Morgan twice. And will very much, he will kill again, 100%. Like, of all the wolves as well, he gives me the worst vibes.
It's not my wound.
Like, look at Carol, she's sussing him out as well. It's been a while since we've seen Carol, but oh, look at them going separately as well. She knows, man. And I'm glad she does. If we had this sort of set up so everyone knew about it, I'd be more okay with it. But what if something happens when Morgan's not around? What do we expect to do then? Like, this guy's just gonna come round and kill how many people?
I know you just took care of Judith this morning, but they need some help with the watch points after that thing with Spencer. Could you?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Carol, what happens if you can't live with it?
I told you, it eats you up.
He's not gonna come down.
The people who came. Were they the monsters? Did my dad turn into one?
So many questions.
People. Do you turn into one of the monsters?
Oh, because his mum, because he's...
The only thing that keeps you from becoming a monster is killing.
Come on, little guys. I'm worried about both her goodness, both of her kids.
Who the hell do you have in that cell?
Whoa. Fully confronted. What are you doing? Why, Carl? Why is that cracking so much?
I'm sorry about before. I was just...
Come on.
You're stupid.
Thank you.
That we know.
I just meant what you did for him. You didn't have to.
I know.
But she did it because she wants to, Rick. You have to understand.
You died.
I know.
I mean, I'd like to say I was thinking about it, but I wasn't. We're stuck with each other, right?
Rick,
Come on, Rick.
You saved my son.
what Spencer did was stupid.
Oh, no
Can't
doubt.
argue that. At least he tried.
That's not the point.
But it is a point, Rick. It is a point. Like, I think sometimes Rick gets a little bit lost in, like, the exact of things. Because he's so focused on the now, the what's happening with us, our situation, blah, 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 blah. He's so focused on it, right? And it's painful for him to imagine losing people. And I know, because he's lost so much. And because he's had to be a leader for so long and he's had to bear that weight. He's doing everything in his power not to have to bear it again. So I understand that completely and utterly. As much as there's a discussion to be had about what he did, we also need to consider about why he did it. It's not a bad trait to want to help us. He clearly wants to do his part and help the people he cares about. He clearly wants that, which is a trait we need, right? Now we just need to utilise and protect him and allow him to flourish on his own without losing that kind of trait.
When the walkers were going for him, it made a gap. I could have gotten a car, used it to lead the walkers away. I could have done that, and Spencer would be dead.
Wow.
He didn't do that.
Of course he's not going to do that.
Why?
She sees through this. No, man, Rick, he probably can't see it, but at heart he's still a moral guy. He's a good, bloody person. Please tell me she's seeing Glenn. Oh. There's your signal.
That's Glenn.
Oh, for God's sakes. Onto the wall. Okay guys, clearly there's a lot to talk about, and I'm not just talking about everything that's amazing that's happened today. I'm talking about the way we end that. The implications of a wall being down completely. How many walkers do we have surrounding us? And a wall is gone? As soon as the sign's there, or the signal's there from Glenn, as soon as there's our chance, crack. Oh my gosh. How on earth are we going to face and fight that? There's not even a way that we can, like, temporarily section everything else off so that they can't get in any further, is there? Like, that's it now. No way does Alexandria fall like that, like, already. Surely not. No. Abraham had goddamn things. No, we're gonna fight this, man. We're gonna fight and everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. But like I said, right at the start of this episode, the reaction with Glenn was underwhelming. And that's because, crazily enough, I don't think I'm gonna feel okay until he is with Maggie. Until we literally reconnect. He may be alive, yes. He said help on the radio. I'm getting lost with when that was, and maybe he just said it underneath the, Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, I just don't know. When you think about it, where are Abraham and everyone else going? Where are they all going? And not just that, but as long as Glenn's still out on the outside, I'm still freaked out about the wolves, right? I don't think that's over yet either. I don't know. Mental, like, in terms of going forward, there's a lot to talk about. I said at the start of this reaction I wanted to end on a happy note. Arguably, yes, this episode is ending with Glenn alive. Very happy. It's just like the way he fell, and like I said, the way I analysed it, clearly he didn't go through a door, he went underneath, which is not something I thought of. That's the happiest part of this reaction, that we end it with him alive and there's hope there. Now it's just a matter of keeping everyone else alive because of what's just happened with the walls. I think like this is the only thing you really can talk about now. Obviously, other than what's going on inside the walls, the trust issues, the fact that Jessie, is her name Jessie? Her son is just losing the plot a little bit. Carl's got something to look out for. Like, it's just freaking me out. The whole thing's worrying. So all the trust issues inside. Not just that, but the fact that Rick sees us so divided. I think it's the fact that it's not one yet is a big problem. Like, without proper group chemistry, in a situation where we don't even know if we can trust the people that are fighting by our side. How can we have that? You know, obviously there are some people and there are some cliques going on, but there's a lot more development to be done. But we can't because of what's happening now. There never is rest, and Rick's right. There very rarely is respite. You are always having to face some other kind of threat. And this is the biggest one again. We already had a huge threat with the wolves. This is even bigger for Alexandria. We think that we've had it tough. At least we're experienced. Everyone here in Alexandria had our group turn up, an invasion of walkers and wolves, and now wall down. A wall that we thought would hold and was very, very, very secure. And like I said a couple reactions ago, I don't want to just presume that it's always going to stand. Not after with the governor, and clearly this is a very different situation, but walls are not impenetrable. And now what? Wait, what episode was that? Was this supposed to be the mid-season? So yeah, what next? Protecting Alexandria. Can we really see another scenario other than people just having to fight for their lives? There can't be any strategy. We can't exactly draw them away. I don't even know. Maybe that's one we just can't talk about. We can't even theorise about that because it's happening and anything can happen. So anyway, let's get back to the bare bones. Let's get back to the bare bones of everything that's going on beyond the issues within, beyond the issues from outside and now coming in, beyond all of that. It's all about a story of Glenn, Hope. Oh, now I see why it's called Heads Up, by the way, and him coming back. That's obviously the biggest highlight, the thing that we've been dealing with this whole time, with the issues with people trolling in the comments, and what I knew, and blah, 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 blah. It's been incredibly overwhelming for that matter. As much as I'm going into the next one with even more stress in a sense, it's a different kind of stress. I know that as a group we could survive this. We've survived worse, right? And I have faith. I don't have faith that everyone survives it, and that's what freaks me out. Like I said, I don't want to be happy until Glenn is back with Maggie. Because for all I know, he dies next episode. You know? I will not be able to rest until we are safe again. Put it that way. I'm in a state of anxiousness now, and I'm going to have to deal with it. But anyway, I think I need to leave that there, guys. This has been a mental reaction. I want to get it edited as fast as possible. I'm sorry if it was underwhelming. Like I said, the person that trolled in the comments will inevitably have ruined that reaction at the start of this episode. I hope it's still been good nonetheless, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, go to the Instagram, then with 2Ds. And as ever, let me know down below what thought the episode's reaction. I'll get to those as soon as moderated. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. As ever, this has been your boy Dan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Damn.